How you doing? I'm doing good. So you all know that, oh my god, I'm so unclassy. I just had like pasta with meat sauce and I like feel like I have severe acid reflux because it like keeps coming up in burps. It's really cute. Real sexy, I know. Anyways, you guys all know, because I've been plugging it in every single video, that I have a podcast out now called Swallow It with Camilla, who's also on Bad Girls Club, or was on Bad Girls Club because it doesn't exist anymore. And basically my vision for this podcast and radio show, it's also on Dash Radio. So if you have the Dash Radio app, you can listen to it on there. You can listen to it on Apple, Spotify, Google Play. My idea when I came up with this concept for the show, I envisioned myself being the black female version of Howard Stern with the sidekick. And who better to do it than one of the only friends I made from Bad Girls Club, Camila. So for me, I'm like, I take it very seriously. I have spent probably the last 2 weeks copy and pasting the same DM to pretty much every single celebrity, sex therapist, person you could think of to try to get guests on the show. Basically, when I send the DM, it says, hold on, let me find one. I said, hey, me and my girlfriend started a podcast called Swallow It. It's about dating, sex, relationships, and the entertainment business. We record at Dash Studios every Tuesday night, 7:45 to 9 p.m. Would love to have you on. We're two sisters with a dream, and we just want you to be part of that dream. If you're interested, just let me know what Tuesday night you are in LA and are free. Okay? I've sent this to The Game, Nick Cannon, who else? A bunch of Vine stars, Floyd Mayweather, Tyga, Bella Thorne, Telly Swift, Daphne Joy, Jessica Baraka, Ben Baller, Jack J, Jake Galinsky, Luke Rockhold, Drake, Nikita Dragon, Landon Romano, Conor McGregor, Chris Brown, Timbaland, Ray J, Michael Blackson, Michael B. Jordan. The list goes on and on. Basically, I've sent it to everybody, and I know 90% of the time it's not going to be seen, especially if they have millions of followers. But my mentality is, you got to knock on a few doors. Somebody's eventually going to answer. Somebody's going to say, hey, listen, you know, I'm not getting a paycheck from this podcast. This podcast and radio show isn't really benefiting me, but it might be the best time I've ever had in my life, with two really attractive females who are probably going to make me break out of the little shell that I am in. So that's what I was thinking when I'm writing all these people. So in the midst of writing all these people, okay, a few people wrote back. I'm waiting to make sure that they come on the show, so I'm not going to name them because I like to keep things a secret until I know for certain that the secret is no longer a secret, because then bam, they're on the show. So, where's the DM? Okay. So in the process, I wrote YBN Almighty J, okay? He's got 1.1 million followers. I sent him the same message. He wrote back almost immediately and said, text me. Just so people can see, okay? So I texted him. He was going to come on the show last Tuesday, but for all of you that follow blogs, he was locked up last Tuesday and didn't get out on time to make it. So in the meantime, he told me that he would come this Tuesday. I'm like, all right, bet. So he asked me to hang out like a few times, and I'm just not interested in hanging out with him like that. Like if it's like a group setting, like we're all going out and we're partying, like I don't really care. I absolutely would love to have him on the podcast as a guest, because I feel like he's got a lot to say and a lot that could be asked him that could be interesting. I'm not interested in fucking him. I'm not interested in sucking his dick, even though our podcast is called Swallow It, okay? So the reason I'm bringing up this situation is because the Me Too movement comes in different forms. He's not sexually harassing me. He didn't rape me. This is not what this video is about. However, he's asked me several times to hang out. I work, okay? I have a regular job This podcast is my baby. I hope to breathe it and speak it into existence, that this will be picked up by HBO, Stars, Viceland, something, because once we can get to a really amazing platform, I believe we can entertain and keep really steady, great guests. And I believe that he would be a great guest for the show. That was my only intention of writing him, and 99.9% of the motherfuckers, like The Game, Nick Cannon, Rotimi, Tommy from Power, 50 Cent, you name it, I've written them. Okay, I've written everybody that I think would be a great guest on Swallow It. And when I'm writing them, I'm not thinking, hey, if you are a guest on this podcast that hasn't hit the #1 on the charts and isn't known all across the world, it doesn't mean that I'm going to suck your dick or Camila's going to suck your dick. It just means, hey, we think that you're great. We want to interview you. Can you be a guest on our show? And if we kick it, and if we hit it off when you come to be a guest, by all means, ask me where I'm at. Ask me what I'm doing. But here lies the situation. I didn't care that he was texting me, asking me where I'm at. Number one, he was just seen posting Dream Doll. They were on her birthday vacation in whatever, I think Dominican Republic, because he hit me up one night and said, hey, can you hang out? I said, no, I'm at work. And I was legitimately at work till 1 o'clock in the morning. And when I get out of work, I'm just not in the mood to do anything but come home, wipe my makeup off, put on a face mask, get into bed, have 2 to 3 glasses of wine, and keep to myself. I'm a homebody. I don't do much. I don't go to the club. I keep to myself 90% of the time. I go to work, I make YouTube videos, and I focus on this podcast and this radio show because that's what makes me happy. I'm not interested in dating anyone. I'm not interested in fucking anyone. That's just what it is right now. So he hit me up last night, which was Sunday, and he said, "Where you at?" And I said, "I'm about to go to bed. I have to wake up early in the morning because I do a radio show in the morning. Then I gotta come home and I gotta get ready to go to this restaurant in Beverly Hills and work an 8.5-hour shift." So I'm about to go to bed, but I'll see you on Tuesday, ? And he wrote back and he said, nah. So I hit up his homeboy who hit me up when we were in jail, and I go, what's this dude's deal? Like, I don't understand people that agree to do something if they have no intentions of doing it. And this is verbatim what he said. Let's talk about it tomorrow at brunch. I go, I work 9 to 9:30. I'm about to knock out. It's fine, just forget it. If I'm asking you to show up somewhere and you have already agreed to do it, I don't need to go to brunch with you. I don't need to hang out with you. I'm not going to suck your dick for you to be a guest on my show. It's not happening. And okay. And I said to his friend, I don't get why someone would say they would do something and they don't do it. He goes, we're not getting paid. He only DM'd you because you look good. But we was going to do it to support you. But you're not coming off as genuine. Okay, hold on a second. So, you DM me because I look good? Great. I hope, you DM me because I look good? Great. Okay? I hope a lot of people respond to my DM because they think I look good. But in that sense, did you say that you were going to do the show because you thought if I did the show I was going to fuck you? Because nothing in here, if you were going to support me, I wouldn't have to be arguing with you about coming on the show. But because you're asking me where I'm at and I'm not meeting up with you, now the answer is no. So basically, what I'm getting, and what all of the world can fucking see from this story, is that you're not doing the fucking podcast because I'm not willing to meet up with you for a brunch for mimosas, or to meet up with you at 1 o'clock in the morning when you're FaceTiming me because I'm not in the mood to hang out with someone I don't know, or let alone who I'm not fucking at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's not the type of bitch I am. Now, to tell me I'm not coming off genuine, you truly don't know me because I'm the most genuine person on the face of the planet. I'm just not coming off like an easy bitch who's willing to do anything because they have money and status. And this is the thing. This is why females are so scared to fucking say shit or do shit or put themselves out there to be like, fuck this, because it's niggas like this and motherfuckers like this that make you feel like you gotta put yourself, your morals and your bullshit aside to please these dudes so they will do one small little favor for you. Oh, what? I need to meet up with you at your studio, wherever the fuck you're at, for you to come on a show that you already agreed to do? For what? Because you think I look good? Because you want to fuck me? No, you should be coming on because it's fun, and what else the fuck are you going to do from 7:45 to 9 p.m. at night on a Tuesday? That you already agreed to do, but you were in jail. So, this isn't sexual harassment, this isn't like bullshit, but this is just proof that in the industry and in the business, these motherfuckers that have money, motherfuckers that have status, motherfuckers that have bitches in their DM 24/7, who will answer that where you're at text, fucking, hey, I'll come meet you at, but can I get a Chanel bag? They got motherfucking bitches doing that shit, so they expect all bitches to do that shit. So, because I asked this dude to be on my show, he expected what? He expected what from me? So now he's not coming. And if he feels the need, if he feels like I'm incorrect, then he goes, that podcast doesn't benefit him at all. We were doing you a favor, but you don't want to meet up. I gotta meet up with you to do what? We record the podcast 3 fucking days from now. Why do I have to meet up with you for you to come? He was doing me a favor. But he won't do a favor anymore because I won't meet up? I'm like, to the point where like I obviously want great guests on the show, which I thought he would be a great guest because, you know, he got drama behind him, he's got girls behind him, I feel like he's got a lot to say. Our podcast and our radio show is the place to say that. But I also need to speak up because I feel like I'm getting like emotional because it's so fucking annoying. I feel like women in this business have to succumb to men who have money or power or whatever bullshit to get them to help out. Why don't you listen to the podcast you already agreed to come on and just come because you want to help 2 sisters out, because you're like, hey, that seems like a really good time. Why do you have to agree to do it because you think I'm going to suck your dick or fuck you? Because you think I'm going to be your next dream doll. Well, I'm never going to be her. I don't want to be her. You have her, so why are you asking me where I'm at? I'll see you fucking Tuesday at the studio. We could talk about it. How about that? But how do you expect me to meet up with you at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 12:45 in the morning, when we don't even record till Tuesday nights at 7:45? There's no need for me to talk to you then. Unless it's like a party, if you're inviting me to a party, cool, bet. But going to brunch, hanging out, going shopping, whatever it is, I don't need you to do that because that's not what I asked you to do. I asked you, can you come support me and Camilla? We'd love to interview you. You said yes. And because I said, no, I can't meet up to your 3, 4, 5s where you at, now you ain't coming. So now I realize, oh, this is just a dude with money and power who's not getting the pussy he thinks he wants. You don't know me. What if you don't even like me? You could have come to the studio, recorded our show, and realized, yeah, she's cool, but I'm not trying to smash her. Why couldn't you just have done that? So, I can't believe I was just about to start crying. It's just really frustrating. Because, you know, like, this is just like, I remember I had a manager with a meeting a few weeks ago who told me I could be the next Halle Berry in movies. And 3-4 seconds into the meeting, his hands are on my neck and he's rubbing my shoulders, and I'm like, yo, fuck you. That's never how I'm going to make it in this business. That's never how I'm going to have motherfuckers on my show. I'm going to ask you, do you want to come? If you say yeah, I'm going to expect you to come. So if I don't come off as genuine, it's because I'm genuinely upset. So I'm just calling out 50 Cent. I'm calling out Nick Cannon. I'm calling out The Game. I'm calling out anyone who I DM'd about coming on the show who isn't trying to fuck and is free from 7:45 to 9 p.m. to do a podcast that isn't paying you, isn't going to benefit you at all, but will probably be the best time of your life. If you want to support two girls, like me and Camilla, have this fucking show, put two black girls on the map to talk about some shit no bitches on this planet want to talk about anyway, then DM me on Instagram, XXO Danielle. But don't DM me expecting me to fuck, because I'm not going to do that. I would love to have you on as a guest. I would love to talk to you. I would like to get to know you. But I'm not going to have you on the show if you expect, because I have you on the show, because you show up, because you are doing us a favor, that in that package, in that fucking deal, there's some type of agreement or hidden secret or hidden fine print that because you agreed to come on the show, I'm going to get naked for you, or you're going to know what this pussy feels like. Because rarely on this planet do men know what this pussy feels like, let alone someone I'm just trying to interview. And because I'm trying to interview doesn't mean I'm trying to fuck you. If I wanted to fuck you, I would have said, hey, you want to fuck? Anyways, so, you know, I don't know him. I don't know Almighty J like that. I would have loved to have him as a guest, hence why I asked him 3-4 times to come. If he feels like he wants to come explain himself, feel free to hit me back up, come to the studio, we can clear the air. But anyone else watching this video, if you happen to check your DMs and I wrote you, I asked you to be on the show, it's because I genuinely want you to be on the show. It's not because I'm trying to fuck. It's not because Camilla's trying to fuck. It's because we have a fucking awesome time and we want to have an awesome time with you, with our clothes on. Even though the podcast is called Swallow It, and it's all about sex, dating, relationships, and the entertainment business. But on that note, we want to stay clothed. We ain't trying to fuck you. And this video right here, these DMs and these text messages right here, is exactly why this entertainment industry is so fucked up. This is a prime example of why it's so hard to get people to support you and back you, because everyone is always expecting something. I wasn't expecting shit. Shit, I just told y'all I DM'd 1,000 motherfuckers and nobody, like 3-4 people wrote back. All of them haven't even been seen yet. So for anyone that did write back, that's willing to come, this is the first time that I felt like he was coming because he expected my mouth to be open and for me to swallow it. But guess what, boo-boo? That's just the name of my podcast. And what I'm about to do with your dick. So I'm done. I'm dismissed. I'm over it. Everybody tuning in, you can listen to our podcast on the Dash Radio app, Dash Radio, Apple, Google Play, and Spotify. Don't forget to go to Amazon and buy my book, Don't Be That Bitch. Be this bitch, the bitch that says I don't need you to fucking come on, even though it would be great and a lot of people would have tuned in to his episode. But I'm not about to make a motherfucker feel like I've got to say a certain thing or do a certain something for you to show up. Like, you already said you were coming. It should just be like, I'll see you on Tuesday. I don't understand it. Maybe it's because he's a young boy and I'm a grown-ass woman, but no. Anyways, tune in to Swallow It Podcast on Instagram, XXO Danielle on Instagram. I am Danny B with 2 N's on Twitter. That's about it. Let me go have a shot of tequila so I calm the fuck down, because this shit got me hot. Rate this video, comment below, subscribe to my motherfucking channel, because it's only a matter of time before I knock on the right doors and the right people come along and this radio show and this podcast turns into everything I dreamed it to be. I need the Colin Kaepernicks of the entertainment industry to step the fuck up and just support us and say, yo, fuck it, I'm free on Tuesday night, I'll come. So all my Colin Kaepernicks, including Colin Kaepernick, let's fucking do this. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll have you on the show. I'm not gonna suck your dick if you come. I mean, if I meet someone on the show and we hit it off, yeah, cool, maybe we'll go on a date. But don't ask me where I'm at. I'm gonna be at the studio at 7:45. I'll see you there. All right. Anyways, I need the Colin Kaepernicks who like stand for what they believe in, support other people, like just start like a little army of like the whole world following you, to just like hit me up and be our guest on the show, because we want dope people. We just don't want people that to find all the bad shit that's in the entertainment industry. So on that note, I will holla at you guys later. Mwah. Thank you for tuning in.